What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. So guys, I initially woke up very excited to film this episode because I thought I was going to be able to introduce you to a watch I just recently added to my collection, a Holy Trinity watch. And I'm actually wearing it right now, but you guys aren't going to be able to see it unless you follow me on Instagram, because we're not going to be talking about it today. So frustrating, okay? So unbelievably frustrating. I don't know if you caught a glimpse. You know what, Israel? Blur that. You guys are gonna have to wait. Because Chopard is making you wait. Because Chopard is making me talk about their new release today. I didn't want to talk about it, but the second I saw a picture of it, it made sense. Everything clicked. I know now why you guys flooded my inbox asking me for my opinion on this terrible piece of trash. Here's why I'm so frustrated, okay? If you look at a picture of the watch, you probably already know why. But Chopard is one of these companies that's very clearly capable of making really impressive, really beautiful watches. I mean, the L.U.C series alone is filled with some crazy cool dress watches. L.U.C, the Rake 1860, gorgeous with the caliber 196, beautiful salmon dial. The L.U.C 1860 XPS, gorgeous. And who could forget the Chopard L.U.C All-in-One? Now guys, we're gonna do a quick tangent and talk about the L.U.C All-in-One because it is a ridiculous watch. So let's talk about that for a second. The L.U.C All-in-One is a watch with a dial and then a display case back. Okay, that's all well and good, but on the back of the watch, you're not seeing the movement, you're seeing a second dial, but it's not really like a reverso. Let's just take a look at this watch. Now, the current iteration of the L.U.C All-in-One is 18 karat rose gold. Gorgeous. 46 millimeters of 18 karat rose gold. Now, I know you guys are like, wow, that's just such a big watch, especially for a dress watch. Well, it makes sense when we're looking at what this watch does. It's got a perpetual calendar, small seconds, power reserve indicator, date, orbital moon phase display, and equation of time. And it's powered by Chopard's L.U.C 0501L hand-wound movement. Now, partially the reason for this enormous watch is because the power reserve is approximately 216 hours. It's got the L.U.C Quattro technology, which is 2 sets of 2 stacked barrels. And it's limited to 10 pieces. Now guys, I mentioned that display case back. Show them a picture of it. Ridiculous. So as I said, this watch is limited to 10 pieces. It's got a 42 joule movement. It's just a behemoth of a watch, but it is crazy, and it shows that Chopard knows what they're doing when it comes to horology. So okay, boom, we can all agree, Chopard knows their stuff. So you can imagine how disappointed I and many of you were to see them release something that is just so typical of watchmaking nowadays. It's just another Genta-inspired garbage watch. Spoiler alert, it's just a Royal Oak bezel on a Patek Philippe Nautilus case. There, you don't have to watch the rest of the episode. It's 4:36 p.m. Let's get down to business. All right, so the Chopard Alpine Eagle, let's talk about this watch. There's gonna be 2 sizes, okay? There's gonna be a 41 millimeter sizing and a 36 millimeter sizing, but the 41 is the one that gets most of the media attention right now. So it seems the main selling point of this Alpine Eagle, of course, aside from the fact that it just looks like another Genta-inspired ripoff, is the interesting materials used and the COSC certified movements. And yes, I said movements, plural, because the 41 millimeter and the 36 millimeter each have their own power plants. Now, the 41 millimeter Chopard Alpine Eagle uses the 0101C with a 60-hour power reserve, and the 36 millimeter uses the Chopard caliber 0901C with a 42-hour power reserve. Okay, so I mentioned the unique materials used. Well, let's talk about the steel, because everyone's freaking out about the steel. It uses some really cool steel, guys. Some heavy metal. Okay, so the Alpine Eagle steel is double forged, and for my Full Metal Alchemists out there, you'd know that means this steel is hard. Disgusting. So okay, Chopard's Lucent Steel A223 has a Vickers hardness rating of 223 versus 316L stainless steel's rating of 150. Now, guys, both of those are pretty impressive when you compare it to my hardness rating of 69. demonetized. All right, so the Chopard Alpine Eagle has some interesting tech, right, with their cost-certified in-house movements, and it has some really cool, unique materials with their super hard A223 Chopard Lucent steel. But I just can't get over how lazy the design is overall. Now, I made the joke earlier, this is just a Royal Oak bezel thrown on a Patek Philippe Nautilus case, and that's exactly what it looks like. And again, it's not that I have some vendetta against integrated bracelets, okay? I love watches with sleek, smooth, integrated bracelets. I like that. This is making me so frustrated. I'm stuttering. It's the fact that they designed a watch with an integrated bracelet that looks exactly like two of the most prolific watches out there right now, and also it kind of resembles Bell & Ross's BR05, I think it was called. Man, if you want to see my rant on that atrocity, click here. Like, when you look at the two-tone version of this Alpine Eagle, it looks exactly like the two-tone Nautilus. When I first saw a picture of it, I was like, oh, Patek Philippe has, you know, reinvented the Nautilus or something. And no, it's just another company riding this hype train. Look, when a company like Chopard, a company that's very capable of making unique designs, being somewhat innovative, again, the L.U.C All-in-One, when you see a company like this that just kind of gives in to peer pressure, just does what everyone else is doing, it's a bummer. So look, I did not want to start this week off with a rant. I wanted to do a review on one of my personal watches, but this is like the current event of the week, so I need to bring it up, and it's just a huge bummer. Look, I love Chopard. I think they're a really cool company, and that L.U.C 1860 with the rake, with the salmon dial and the white gold case, gorgeous watch with the micro rotor. Man, it's a beautiful, beautiful watch. I like Chopard as a company. I just think this was a bad move. And the truth is, I kind of understand why they're doing it though, okay? Chopard isn't a company with as mainstream appeal as some of these other watch companies out there. I mean, clearly they make really, really cool, really impressive watches, but they're even more low-key than like JLC, right? Chopard isn't really a household name when it comes to wristwatches. So I think maybe they're kind of they're kind of falling into this fad of the integrated bracelet, industrial bezel, screws through the case look, so that maybe they can kind of gain more brand equity and potentially become more famous in the watch community. I don't know. I'm trying to kind of rationalize this. All in all, I still think it was a dumb move, and I don't like it. So there you have it, guys. Again, I just want to clear up, I don't have a vendetta against Chopard. I don't have a vendetta against integrated bracelets. I just think that it is a bummer to see a company that's clearly very competent just take the easy route. Huge bummer. And if I can give myself a pat on the back, I called this. I said that this was the year that the Patek Nautilus becomes the standard of homage watches, and it is happening. It's painful to be right all the time. Just once I wish someone would prove me wrong. So guys, I'm not gonna harp on this anymore. You understand how I feel about it. Most of you already understood that I would kind of have to make a rant about this because you purposefully linked me to a bunch of these articles on the watch knowing that I would explode on camera. But yeah, Chopard, what are you doing? Stop this. Just cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. But anyway, guys, don't worry. We're gonna review this watch. I'm not gonna show you the dial, but we're gonna review this watch in the very near future, so stay tuned. You can see pictures of this watch on Instagram because I'm definitely fully in the honeymoon stage with this watch. But yeah, don't worry. We're gonna get into the watch review on this watch, and there's gonna be some more upbeat episodes. I just had to rant about this stupid Alpine Eagle for a second. If you enjoyed the episode, if you had a chuckle, if you agree with me, or even if you disagree with me, support the channel and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the content we make here at the Time Teller channel. Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the live stream Q&A every single Saturday, rain or shine. I look forward to this every single week, and that bell icon lets you get notified so you don't miss out on the fun. Guys, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the stuff we do here, then please check out my Amazon store. We got watches, watch toolkits, watch straps, watch winders. Pretty much everything I personally use is curated at that Amazon store. So click the link in the description below and you help me out when you shop around there. And if you want to go above and beyond, then check out my personal store, www.thetimetellershop.com. Vintage luxury watches serviced with a 1-year warranty. I hand pick them. They're all T3 certified. Click that link in the description below, and pick up your first, your second, your third vintage luxury watch to add in your collection. Yeah, you won't regret shopping at the Time Teller Shop. Click that link and support the channel. So guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time, I just tell it. Real quick, if you enjoyed this episode, then do not worry, the fun doesn't need to stop here. Check out these recommended episodes that are going to be popping up on the screen anytime now. Also, take a moment, check out my brand new channel, the Time Away channel. It's where I talk about everything outside of the watch world, some of my other collections, some of my other hobbies. And if you're not interested in any of that, don't worry, just stay right here and I will see you right here. Because I never leave. I am trapped inside of this camera, but I love you. Dab.